Sleep 2 Business Genius, Business History, Fact number 28 of 107-minute read. Black Gold, the first oil well. Subscribe, like and share. On August 27, 1859, a former railroad conductor named Edwin Drake struck oil at a depth of 69 feet in Titusville, Pennsylvania. It was the world's first commercially drilled oil well, and the moment that set the modern energy economy in motion. By Sleep to Business Genius, Business History, Pennsylvania, 1859. Drake's oil derrick at Titusville, the modest wooden structure that opened the petroleum age and set off one of the greatest industrial booms in history. Let your breathing slow. And follow a drill bit down into Pennsylvania bedrock. It is late August 1859, and Edwin Drake has been the object of local ridicule for over a year. He arrived in Titusville, Pennsylvania, in 1858 with backing from a group of New Haven investors who believed that oil, the greasy black liquid that occasionally seeped from the ground in this part of the world, could be extracted in commercial quantities by drilling for it, the way drillers went after salt brine. The locals called his wooden derrick Drake's Folly. On August 27, 1859, at a depth of 69 feet, the drill bit hit a crevice. Drake's driller came back the next morning to find the pipe full of oil. They were producing 25 barrels a day from the world's first commercial oil well. Drake's Folly became Drake's Fortune, and the world's fortune and misfortune. The age of petroleum had begun. Why oil changed everything. Pennsylvania to the world. 1859 onwards, the geology of a revolution. The timing was not accidental. By 1859, the industrial world was hungry for energy. Whale oil, the primary lubricant and illuminant of the era, was becoming scarce as whale populations collapsed under hunting pressure. Coal was abundant but cumbersome. The question was not whether the world wanted a new portable, energy-dense fuel. It was whether one could be found. Pennsylvania crude oil answered the question. Refined into kerosene, it produced a clean, bright, cheap lamp oil that replaced whale oil within a decade. Refined further, it produced lubricants that kept the machinery of the Industrial Revolution running. And as internal combustion engines emerged in the 1880s and 1890s, petroleum's most consequential product, gasoline, was already waiting. Bar chart: the oil rush. The discovery at Titusville triggered an immediate oil rush. Within months, speculators, drillers, and entrepreneurs were flooding into the Oil Creek Valley. By 1861, wells in the region were producing 3 million barrels a year. The first oil boom created America's first petroleum millionaires, and the first petroleum bust, as prices collapsed from $10 a barrel to 10 cents as supply overwhelmed demand. The boom-bust cycle of the oil industry was established in its very first year. From Titusville to the world. The implications of Drake's discovery extended far beyond Pennsylvania. Within 20 years, oil was being drilled in Russia, Romania, and Canada. Within 50, it was transforming the Middle East. The global hunt for petroleum, the substance that would power the 20th century's automobiles, aeroplanes, ships, and plastics industry, had begun at a depth of 69 feet in a Pennsylvania Creek Valley. The business model that emerged from the oil boom was equally consequential. Oil required enormous capital investment, in drilling, in pipelines, in refineries, in distribution. The individual wildcatter could strike oil, but organizing the extraction, refining, and distribution of petroleum at commercial scale required corporations, capital markets, and the kinds of consolidated industrial organizations that the late 19th century was only beginning to develop. The oil industry did not just supply the fuel of industrialization. It helped define its corporate forms. A 69-foot hole in Pennsylvania. The energy economy of the modern world poured out. Tags: Edwin Drake, Oil Well, Petroleum, Titusville, Business History, Energy History, Industrial Revolution, Sleep Learning, Economic History. Sleep to Business Genius weaves 100 fascinating business history facts into soothing, story-driven narratives. This is fact number 28 of 100. Part of 100 Facts About Business to Fall Asleep To, available as a full narrated video on YouTube.